Hi everyone, it's Carrie with My Friends Call Me Martha, and yes, I got that nickname after Martha Stewart because I do like to cook in the kitchen and crafty. So my friends used to joke that I was Martha Stewart. So this week I'm going to teach you guys how you can become the next Martha Stewart. So we are going to make a gift tag and then use that tag either on a card or use it on a gift bag. I think it's fun to be able to do that and to kind of see these products maybe in a new or different way. So the first set we're going to be using today, we're going to be using the stamp set called Merriest Moments, and then we're going to be using the dies called Tailor-Made Tag dies, and also this week I'll be using the Stylish Shapes dies as well. These are probably my go-to ones. I'm using them pretty much almost every time I craft. I use these on a project. This is October's host code, so if you are so kind and want to place a Stampin' Up! Order and you're not already working with a demonstrator, this is the code that you would use. And my website is carriechampagne.stampinup.net. My real name is Carrie Champagne, but my business name is My Friends Call Me Martha. So anyways, I'm using the Merriest Moment stamp set, and kind of one of the things I also like to do, if you're stuck and you're like, I really don't know how to use this stamp set, or you need ideas, I use the catalog for inspiration. I find that it's just a great place to start. Some of the cards are kind of over the top and things that I would never make. I'm kind of a lazy stamper if you haven't figured that out. So Merriest Moments is on page 23. But I always kind of like to see how they're using the stamp sets and kind of the colors that they're using. And this looks like it's mint macaron, which I don't know. That wasn't like, I always go right for my traditional Christmas colors rather, like real red, cherry cobbler, garden green, shaded spruce, mossy meadow. Those are kind of like my go-to holiday colors, but I am going to try to get a little more different and mix things up a little bit. And then you can see here, they've cut out a ton of stuff. And that to me, it's just a lot of work. It's beautiful, but I need something that's a little bit simpler. So that's my style anyways. So use your catalog for inspiration when you need it. And also for this project, so you can see I've pulled out Cherry Cobbler, Evening Evergreen, and Soft Succulent for our ink colors. And for ribbons, I have picked the Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent, and I forget what this one is called. I want to say it's like open weave ribbon. Yeah, I was right. This ribbon is great for tying bows. It's very light, great for like if you're going to have to mail a card, it's not going to add too much bulk. And then I also have grabbed the satin edged ribbon, and this is in the gold and vanilla. So this was the tag that I first made, so we're going to start with making that. You're going to need a scrap piece of vanilla paper, and then I use the largest tailor-made tag that kind of has the fancy edging. There's some that are more square. All right, I'm going to put this over here. And I'm going to make two so that I can put one on a card and keep one to go on a gift bag. So I'm using the Joy stamp with Evening Evergreen. And I'm going to hopefully stamp this nice and straight. Oh, that looks very good. And with the photo polymer, I can never say that word, that kind of stamp set where they're clear, I find that having a foam mat, or this is the Stampin' Up! Pierced mat, I don't know, for whatever reason, it just tends to work better and stamp better. So we are done with the Evening Evergreen ink. And then I'm going to use Soft Succulent to lightly put the evergreen. And I'm actually going to stamp off once and then stamp onto my tag. And you can do this kind of, there's no real like right way or wrong way to do this. But stamping off one time just makes it a little less, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. Words are hard today. I can't believe the weekend's over. I'm recording this. It's actually Sunday night. Okay, so basically the backs of my tags are ready, and now we're going to make our poinsettia. So we're going to use cherry cobbler, and I am using the larger poinsettia image from the stamp set, and I'm going to ink it once. I'm going to stamp it down, and then I slightly turn it to give you that two-tone effect that I absolutely love. And we're just gonna, I'm sorry you guys are gonna have to like bear with me as I fussy cut this. I have not figured out how to edit videos. That is kind of like on my to-do list this winter, but you can feel free to skip ahead. Also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe, if you want to leave a comment. I like reading your comments, even the ones that are giving me constructive criticism. I do appreciate that because this is a hobby of mine. I am not a professional videographer. I am a crafter, and I am trying to make it in this YouTube world. So as I'm cutting, I try to leave a little bit of a border. It just makes the image look better. So there you go. And then you can either add this with your seal tape, or you could liquid glue, or even a dimensional. I love dimensionals. And then to finish this off, I am going to, I'm almost out of these gold ones. I like the gold. I'm going to put 3 of these little gold pearls in the center. Oh, stay. Come on. I think it's time for a new putty end on my tool here. I don't know if there's any more in there. Just a little. Okay, now you can see here I used the vanilla. Let's do something different. Let's do Evening Evergreen. And I actually forgot to grab like a gift bag to kind of show you. But I'd like to do a simple, I think they call it a slip knot. So you fold the ribbon in half, then pinch it through, and then you put your tails through the loop. And then now you can, tie it onto a bag. So that's one way. If I am going to be putting this on a card, I would cut these really short, or I would tie a bow, and I would have my bow cover up the little hole. So I am going to do a little bow, and I'm not going to be able to do it on camera. Alright, so it doesn't need to be very big. It's hard to do bows quickly. Sorry if you can hear my son in the background. He has become very social, which is great, with a friend of his, but they talk like all the time. I thought only girls did that, but it's good. I'm glad he has a friend. but I'm like, I need it quiet. I got to do a video. So here I just covered that. And for this card, I took a Evening Evergreen card base. So it is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. My first layer of DSP is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I grabbed a piece of vellum, and the vellum is, I'm gonna have to measure it again, 3.5 by 4 3/4. I love using vellum. It kind of just tones down the patterned paper. The only challenge with vellum is that you can see adhesive through it. So you have to be very strategic as to where you put your adhesive. Now for me, I think I'm just gonna put this like right in the middle of the card. So I'm just gonna put one strip of adhesive right down the middle because I know it'll be covered. But do you see how you, I don't know if you'll be able, oh yeah, you can see it on the screen. So you just wanna make sure you're mindful of that and kind of like lay out your card before you, let me grab some dimensionals. Okay, apparently I only have black ones, which is fine. And for something this size, I would use like 4 dimensionals. You could even add one to the center if you wanted. So dimensionals from Stampin' Up, they come either white or black. And just like that. The only thing that I may do now that I've turned this into a card is I might add a couple more pearls. Oh, look at that. Some more putty came out. So I think I'm going to add like one here. And we'll stick like another one up there just to kind of add some interest. All right, so there you are. So you kind of have, again, if I just change the ribbon here and you put this on a gift bag and then this was the card with it, people are going to think you're amazing. So anyways, I thank you so much for tuning in today, and come back tomorrow for day 2, and I will be using a different stamp set and different papers, but I'll still be using probably the same tags. So thank you again. Again, feel free to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video with your friends who are crafty, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.